All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to talk about word on the street is that there are moves being made around Errol Spence Jr. For the eventuality that Terence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. doesn't happen. A mandatory guy has been asked to get ready for a November fight. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 147-pound division again, and we're going to talk about this subject till we stomp a whole mud hole in it. Definitely, I had some people contact me on my channel, gave me some information that they said was good, valid information, and I believe it to be true. Sounds very, very reasonable. Sounds very close to what the Boxing Voice had reported a couple weeks ago. And also there was a little bit of a cryptic message that was let out by somebody that was close to the Errol Spence Jr. camp about some other rumors that people have been talking about. So we're going to go over that in this video. Now, before I do, let me welcome you to the channel. If you're a new subscriber, if you're not subscribed, please accept my invitation to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. Also, if you are a longtime subscriber, supporter, thank you so much for your support. Specifically want to thank Frank the Trucker. Thank you so much for that super thanks in that last video. It really does mean a lot. Thank you very much. And I will be thanking people with their super thanks for videos in upcoming videos. So thank you guys so much for all that support. Let's get into this. All right, so I was told that Emmanuel Staniansis has been told to get ready for a November 19th fight. He was not told the opponent, but that the people in his camp and around his camp believe that the person that they're being told to be prepared to fight is Errol Spence Jr. Now, why would that be? First and foremost, we know that Errol Spence Jr. is in a negotiation with Terence Crawford and for an undisputed title for his WBA, WBC, and IBF belt. And Terence Crawford holds the WBO. And that fight has been taking a long time to come to fruition. I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of people in my chat telling me how long it's been. But pretty much it's been since April. So you have all of May, June, July, August, and now we've gone through all the way through September talking about this fight. That's 5 months of some degree of negotiations taking place. Every report that comes out that says that this fight is going to be announced soon falls flat on its face. And we are now, as of the day after tomorrow, 6 weeks away from the date that was proposed, November 19th. Now, a few weeks ago, shout out to the Boxing Voice, Ness from the Boxing Voice and his co-host, gave some news from some sources that they had that said that Errol Spence Jr. is going to fight in November with or without Terence Crawford. This seems to be connected to that, where they are saying, okay, we want Errol Spence Jr. to move on and fight somebody. If this stuff doesn't get done, we want to have the next guy ready to go. And the next guy would be, according to what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing, looks like it would be Emmanuel Staniansis. Also, Emmanuel Staniansis is the most logical next choice to fight Errol Spence Jr. because Yordenis Ugas, who held the WBA Super Championship at 147 before he lost it to Errol Spence Jr., had been mandated to have a fight with Yordenis Ugas, and Manatee Staniansis was promised the winner of that fight along, I assume, with some step-aside money in order for that fight to take place. He had a mandatory shot at that belt, and since he had a mandatory shot at that WBO Super belt, that still holds with Errol Spence Jr. Now, it also is a little bit of another bonus for boxing if he did fight Staniansis, in that Staniansis is currently the WBC regular champion. So with Errol Spence Jr. being the WBA Super champion, that would consolidate the belts, the WBA regular and the WBA Super, which is something that the WBA wants to do. So that sounds very, very sensible to me, and is a sign that, you know, one way or the other, that we could possibly be getting a decision on what's going on with the fight. Again, one way or the other. I'm still hopeful that the fight will take place, but honestly, right about now, it sounds like a 12th hour Hail Mary. I'm not sure where all these reports had come from Mike Coppinger and Lance Pugmire, but they were very, very optimistic, as was Dan Rayfield, former ESPN promoter, but reporter. But you know what Floyd said? Floyd says, look, these guys may have big networks, they may have big connections, but that doesn't know that they know what's going on within the PBC. And I don't think any of these guys, with the exception of maybe Lance Pugmire, have ever had a really good, close relationship with the PBC. Also, as far as some of the things that Mike Coppinger said, there was a tweet that was put out by somebody that shall be nameless. However, people in the know. If you don't know, go ask somebody. However, this person put out a tweet that said, Mike is a good dude, but he'll be leading you off a cliff. Right now, when I read that, I thought to myself, okay, I can't say it's, again, everybody's in the business of cryptic, but at the same time, you know, putting things out there that'll kind of let you know, especially with something where Errol Spence Jr. is everybody's attacking Errol Spence Jr. is like the new fad of the week over this fight, even though this has been a 5-month-long negotiation, right? All of a sudden, you know, Terence Crawford accepts everything at the 12th hour, right after it's reported that Errol said he was going to move on or that Errol's camp was going to move on, you know, with or without Terence Crawford to his next fight. But whatever. So you get that, and that just kind of makes me think, oh man, okay. Okay. And add on the fact that Errol Spence Jr., when Mike Coppinger made that report about all the financial agreements, because he was the one that said all of the material terms and all that stuff was agreed to, when he put that yarn out there, man, it's like, come on, man, this dude is pretty much brushing off this stuff. But whatever the case is, man, I've been saying this very consistently in the videos that I've been doing about it lately. Look, man, I'll take the Standing Ounces fight. I'll take it. As long as I can see Errol fight and we can get in and we can move on. Honestly, I don't think the conversation is going to move on, because people are really interested and want to see the fight. It'll be like stage one or it'll be like stage 3 of it, right? Like before Errol got to Terence Crawford got a belt. What were they saying? When Terence got a belt and Errol was on his way to unification, what were they saying? Once the fight, Terence Crawford left Top Rank and Errol Spence Jr. called him out. What's happening now? To what happens after these guys fight their next 2 dudes, right? And so I don't think the conversation is ever going to really, really die, but I just would say, look, dude, for the year 2023, for the year 2022, we've got 3 solid months left, October, November, December. I would really like to see some great fights, man. I'd like to see Gervonta Davis's fight. October's got a lot of good fights in it. You got Devin Haney and Kambosos and the women's, incredible day that we got coming up 2 weeks on October 15th. But we could use some more smoke out there in November. We know Canelo's not coming back for the rest of the year because of whatever excuse he's using for the fact that he didn't look all that great against Gennady Golovkin. That's me hating on Canelo a little bit. I admit it. But anyway, that's what I heard. You let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.